In this video, I'll be going over how to get free historical data using Python. Welcome to Adding Dollars. If you're new here, I usually make videos about personal finance and my journey with investing. So if you have any personal finance questions you'd like answered, feel free to leave those in the comments and I'll make sure to answer them. Now let's jump into how to get free stock data in Python. The first step is downloading Python, which you can do at this website. So I'll have a link for this in the description as well. And you can select the version that's right for your computer and then go ahead and download Python. Once you have Python installed, on Windows, you want to run the following line in your command prompt. The yFinance library is what we'll be using to get stock market data. I'm not going to run this right now because I already have it installed, but once this completes downloading, you can go ahead and close command prompt. Once you're done with those steps, you can open up whatever editor you plan on using. I plan on using VS Code. If you want to use the same one, then feel free to go to the link in the description and download the right version for your system. Now that we have all of the prerequisites downloaded, we can start getting some stock data. So I'm going to go ahead and open VS Code, and I have the full file already here, but I'll be going through each line kind of explaining what we're doing here. So we start off by importing yFinance, which again is the library we'll be using to get the free stock data. Next we have our inputs. So here I have Apple stock, the ticker for Apple stock, plus a start date and end date, the period for which I want historical data. And then this is going to be our main function that we run in order to get the data. So yf.download is a function within this library, and we're putting in all of our inputs. So we're putting in Apple stock as the ticker, the start date, and the end date. And then these two last lines just print out the first 5 rows of data and the last 5 rows of data so that we can see what that looks like. And it's important to keep in mind that this data can be delayed at times up to 20 minutes. That's only relevant if you're trying to look at real-time data, but in this case, because it's historical data, we should be okay. And I'll go ahead and run the file, and here we can see the first 5 lines of data, which starts on January 3rd of this year, and then the last line being June 30th of this year. So again, this is because of the start and end dates that we put in. If you just want the data to go until the latest available date, you can go ahead and remove the end date, and if you do this, then automatically it'll just give you all of the data until the most recent day. So that will take us all the way to July 3rd, which is the current day, and this should resemble the current opening price of the stock market. Now that you have this historical data, you can do all kinds of analysis with it, create and use it to create other projects as well. If you want to download this Python script to play around with other stocks, feel free to check out the link below. And now that we know how to download historical data, in the next video, I'll be going over some analysis we can do on this data. We'll be looking at backtesting dollar cost averaging and seeing if your returns change based on what day of the week you invest your money. If you have any questions or are interested in learning more about what you can do with this data, leave them down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one.